Hey everyone, welcome back. This is going to be a walkthrough of Vaccine for Hack the Box. So let's go ahead, spin up your machine. Let's do an Nmap scan of this. This is one of my favorite scripts to run. For Nmap, I'm actually going to add T4 for high speed. So we have SVC to get the version and also to get the services running. T4 for high-speed internet, V for verbose, P for all ports, and it's going to scan. So we know about SSH and HTTP, which should be 22 and 80, but there's also 21, which is FTP. So that should answer task number 1. And there should be a log. So with FTP, there's a login that's allowed for without a user account, and it's anonymous. So that should answer task number 2. So let's actually go ahead and log in to the server, and we're going to provide the name of anonymous, no password. And if we look inside of here, there's backup.zip, so we can do get backup and then what we can do is we can actually exit this, and if we try to extract backup.zip, we need a password. So to do that, we can actually use zip2john to generate a hash for the zip file, so that we can try to crack it with John the Ripper. So what this will actually do right here is we're generating the hash for the zip file, and then just redirecting the output to hash.txt. So if we cat hash.txt, we see that this is everything that John needs to crack the password. So now what we can do is we can say John hash.txt, and I've already cracked this, which is why it says that. It's going to say something different for you. It cracked it, almost in the blink of an eye, so that should be your case if you're using the John the Ripper's default word list. So we can actually do John hash.txt show, and this is the password right here. So we're going to go to backup, we're going to extract here, we're going to enter the password of 741852963. Now it should have extracted here, backup 3, yep. Okay, let's open index and style. I think we answered something here. Yeah, zip2john is the tool set that generates the hash. What is the password for the admin user on the website? That will be found in here if we search for admin. Actually, never mind. Oh, it's right here. Yeah. So admin is going to be down here. If we can just do this. Okay. Yeah, so here's the password. It is hashed. So what we can do is we can go, this is an MD5 hash, so we can go to MD5 cracker and sort of pay. You can use John the Ripper on this, but for me it actually didn't really work that well. And so we get a match. That is the password, QWERTY789. That should answer task number 5. There it is. Alright, so what option can be passed to SQL map? Alright, let's actually log in first and see what's going on here. And if we look in here, we're in dashboard.php. So let's actually go towards that's not what I want. Let's actually go to dashboard.php. And we log in as admin and QWRT. You know what, actually, let's open up Burp Suite, actually. And we're gonna open a browser here. So let's go to proxy. We're going to open a browser. I have to enable it. And we're going to go to here. And we're going to log in as admin and the password recorrect. And then, okay, so we have some SQL going on here. If we do a search for sports, we can see that there's a query up here, so we could do a SQL injection. For example, if we do if we put a single quote, we can see the SQL query that's being passed, so this is probably vulnerable. And so what we're going to do actually is we're going to intercept this. But first of all, to answer the prompt here from Hack the Box, it's actually what option can be passed SQL to try to get command execution. If we look at SQL map dash help, there's an OS shell which will prompt for a system shell using SQL injection, so that should answer that task. OS shell. Okay, now let's actually try to log in. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to Burp Sweep and we're going to turn the intercept on, and we're going to search for A. It's going to grab that request, and we actually need this. So then what we do, we're going to copy this, and we're going to go here, and we're going to say, we're just going to vim a, I think my Kali just froze. Oh, yeah, new dot request. This is from when I was doing it earlier. Paste that request in, save and write, or write and quit. And then what we can do is we can do SQL map. Yeah, so we don't need any of that. Okay, so what we're going to do is -r the new request. We're going to search for an OS shell, and then we're going to go. Okay, so do you want to skip payloads? Just enter for no. We don't want to go, we don't want to extend it, we just want to do a regular, try to get an OS shell here using SQL injection. This could take a while. Okay, so it looks like we're getting closer. Yeah, so it identified it as Postgres for the back end, and it should be vulnerable. So takes a while for me, not really sure why. I heard that Hack the Box recently sort of made changes to this challenge, so that could be why it's taking a long time. Because before it was instantaneous for other people. Yeah, so sometimes if this doesn't go through the first time, add a time sec here of 2. See if that works for you. Sometimes it works for me, sometimes it doesn't. It seems to be kind of variable. But we should be getting a shell here in a little bit. Let's see what the next Yeah, what program? Okay, yeah, so. All right. Okay, so we're not going to do that. And we've got an OS shell. Great. Okay. So we can't actually do much with this. If we do yes, always get the output, we can see all the tables and stuff. That's great, but we don't really know what's going on here. So let's actually upgrade our shell. And you can use a place like revshells.com, and I'm going to use a netcat one. I'm going to go ahead and grab my IP really quick. Which is this, and I believe that's what was on that site. 10.10.15.135, yep, 444, okay, great. So let's copy this, and let's set up a netcat to LVMP on 4444, and then we're going to paste this in. Okay, so it looks like we've lost connection for some reason. Sometimes this, oh, I got a connection, okay. Okay, so now we're gonna so now we have more of like an actual shell, but we're going to upgrade it by doing a little Python command here, import pty.spawn /bin bash, and close that, and there we go. Okay, so if we do who am I, we are Postgres, and basically, okay, sometimes that happens. That's not a problem. We'll get connected back. What program can the Postgres user run as root using sudo? To actually find that out, we can use sudo -l, and I will do that as soon as I get connected back here. Let's just run the same thing again, not that one. Just do the same thing again, and we're gonna do that again, yes. And where's my window? Where is my window? There it is. We're just gonna copy this again. It's kind of annoying that we keep losing connection. Sudo -l. The password we can actually find. Let me actually show you how to find the password here for a second. We look in here. We've got a bunch of stuff. Let's go back. Let's go back again. Oh, there's our user.txt, which is the user flag. So that's good to know. Yeah, so we actually go into var cd www, and we go into HTML, and we cat out dashboard.php. I spelled that wrong. We actually get Postgres's password right here, so note that. Place that in your file somewhere, so we can use that to log in to actually see what commands we can run. So let's do sudo -l again, and we're actually going to paste that. We're going to log in, and we can see that we can run bin/vi. We can run this sudo. So what we're going to do is we're going to do just that. And I happen to know an exploit that you can find through searching for GTFO shells or something like that. GTFO bins, there is one for VI, which is what it says. Yeah, so we can run VI as sudo. If we take a look here, there's one where we literally just follow this. So I'll show you how to do that. So we're going to do sudo, and we're going to paste this in here. We're going to follow the instructions. We're going to paste that in. And then we're going to do set shell equals /bin/sh, and then we're going to do this shell, and we do who am I, and we are root. So I did that kind of fast, but yeah, that's how you do it. So then we're going to do an ls. We're going to go back, ls again, back, ls, back. Whoops. We should be able to cd into root now. And if we look, there it is, cat root.txt, and we just pawn the machine. So there you go. So good thing to know. Yeah, I showed you guys the. Okay. Yeah. So when you have binaries that a user can execute as sudo, go to gtfobins.github.io. Just take a look if there's any vulnerabilities, any exploits you can take advantage of to escalate privilege. So yeah, there you go. Hopefully this helps. Have a good rest of your day.